Now, the war between Russia and Ukraine has now entered into its third week. There's a lot at stake. The West is, of course, intensifying its pressure on Moscow to try and bring an end to the conflict. The United Nations Security Council held an emergency meeting on Friday to discuss the latest developments in the war-torn nation. The meeting was convened at Moscow's request that has now accused the Americans of funding biolabs that are developing bioweapons inside of the Ukrainian territory. Now, what is interesting is that Moscow has claimed that its troops have found documents related to the American secret biolabs in the Ukrainian cities of Kharkiv and Poltava. At the UNSC meeting, the Russian ambassador to the United Nations, Vasily Nebenzia, said that the United States, along with Kiev, is conducting biological experiments in laboratories, and this has the potential of escalating the conflict further. Listen in to what the Russian ambassador had to say.
К сожалению, у нас есть основания полагать, что эти надежды не сбылись в полной мере. Мы созвали сегодняшнее заседание, поскольку в ходе проведения России специальной военной операции на Украине вскрылись поистине шокирующие факты экстренной зачистки киевским режимом следов военно-биологической программы, реализуемой Киевом при поддержке Минобороны США.
The United States, meanwhile, has denied the Russian accusations. It is calling the claims to be laughable. The Biden administration has accused Moscow of using the United Nations Security Council to peddle disinformation regarding the conflict, and also to accuse the United States of stuff that the Americans claim that they are simply not doing.
I know that you expect me to respond, but we're not going to give any more airtime to the lies that you're hearing today. It's beneath this council, and there's only one aggressor here, and that is Russia. And we hope they will be able to find it in their conscience to end the attacks and stop the suffering of the Ukrainian people.
Ukraine has also called out Russia for using the Security Council to promote a narrative that the country is running biolabs that are developing biological weapons with help from the United States, help in the form of funding and also research. And this is likely to aggravate the crisis further.
Mr. President, whatever the gentleman in the Soviet seat may say in reply is most probably useless. We need to hear directly from the mastermind of the war crimes committed so far. As we established that he was out of loop on many occasions, having no clue what was going on the ground. We know quite well that the manic obsession with which Putin fantasizes about non-existent biological or chemical weapons or hazards in Ukraine is very dangerous. It may actually point at Russia preparing another horrific false flag operation.
India, meanwhile, has reiterated its call for an immediate cessation of violence in Ukraine. It has called on all member nations to adhere to the principles of the UN Charter and international law and respect the sovereignty of individual nations.
We sincerely hope that the ongoing direct negotiations between Russia and Ukraine would lead to cessation of hostilities. There is no other alternative except the path of diplomacy and dialogue. The dire humanitarian situation needs immediate and urgent attention. We once again call upon member states to adhere to the principles of the UN Charter and international law and respect the sovereignty and integrity of states.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.